and welcome to this tutorial on how to use Twitter. We're starting out here, you see, with creating a new account. So, you click on Create My Account after having filled out the information, and jumping through any little hoops they give you, but following their instructions until you go into Twitter. Now, this will be an introduction into the amazing world of Twitter. Alright, so to start with, it asks you to build your timeline. So you are asked to follow 5 people. So let's follow Harry Potter. Let's see if we can follow Harry Potter. So we will follow Harry Potter. We can follow, who else should we follow? We can follow Colin Firth. We can follow Owen Wilson. See? Alright, this one has a prettier picture, so we will pick that one. And what else do we have? We have Ringo Starr. So you see there are many, many celebrities and fictional characters on Twitter as well. So, things are easily correctable on Twitter, which is a nice thing. So, I think we should follow Ringo Starr with a lightsaber. And Eric Idle. So, you have to wait as they pop up, but, And, yeah, so then it lets you proceed to the next step after going through 5. And the next section are celebrities, sports, fashion, technology, places, to eat, drink, religious characters, famous people of all kinds. So, we will continue by searching for Jane Austen. Because we're really only interested in books. Perhaps that'll help. You can see Jane Austen. Here we go. So we can follow a couple of Jane Austen ones. And, a couple of Jane Austen feeds. And next, we can look for Monty Python. Because they are great. Monty Python, Flying Circus. And, alright, so now we can proceed to the next step. So, we will skip this one because we don't want to go through the email contacts. Although you may want to do this, but it's not very complicated. It will take you through the steps. And in terms of bio, I will just demonstrate by typing in Elana's library here for now. But you can put anything you would like in there. So we're done with that. And as you can see here, the people we've decided to follow, what they've posted appears on our feed. Now, you can make what you post turn up on your followers' feed, followers over here, by tweeting. So, this is a tweet. It has a word limit. 140 characters are allowed. So that includes periods, question marks, exclamation points, and spaces. So you only have 140 of them to tell your current state or any thoughts you may be having. So, let's start by tweeting and demonstrating what a tweet would be. So, people often tweet things like, for example, watched my favorite TV show. But we have forgotten something. The hashtag. So, the hashtag means that you can make a link between your post and everything that other people have said is in the same general idea. So, if anyone else has put a hashtag like this and written once upon a time, then you can click on it. Now let me show you this after tweeting. So we write that tweet, and then our tweet turns up over here, and you can click on Once Upon a Time and see what other people have written and put, along with hashtagging Once Upon a Time. So we have, excellent to say, 22 hours, season finale, so needless to say, many people who are fans of Once Upon a Time. People called me cute, yes, of course, when I was below 6. All these things. So, let's also post, for example, let's do one more tweet without a hashtag. Let's explain the hashtag, but you don't have to put a hashtag. So if you just want to say something and you don't want to, put a link between all these things and work within the world of Twitter, if you just want to say what's on your mind, then you can say, for example, read a book by a British author. About history. Interesting. Or maybe you don't want to say, so we can say that. Let's see someone has said something interesting about that topic. So let's go back to our tweets. And, okay, so let's say you want to look for, you like what something is said about a British author. So let us look for something written by Jane Austen. And so let's say I really like one of these posts. So it isn't what we say, I think, that defines us, but what we do. That's a very inspiring quote, I believe. So let's say we want to be like, hey, I think that, and I want to tweet it too. Well, you don't have to spend the time typing in the exact same thing or copying and pasting. You can simply retweet. And if the person has a photograph involved in that tweet, it will retweet that photograph as well. So you can then go to your tweets and you can see that you have that person's tweet retweeted by you. So that is what retweeting is, hashtagging and posting. So now let's see what other things we can cover, as you now know how to tweet, hashtag, and retweet. So one of the things is that people tend to tweet very incredibly silly things, and there tend to be very many famous people who have some kind of presence on Twitter. Now, one last thought before I leave you, that will be on the name Twitter and its symbol, the bird. Now, it makes no sense really that Twitter should be called Twitter, seeing as there are small notes that we write. However, they can be quite thoughtful, thought-provoking, or inconsequential, but not they aren't spoken, so there isn't any tweeting sound associated with it. So Twitter really doesn't make very much sense. And if it's not called Twitter, if it were, say, called Rhinoceros Notes, then it wouldn't make much sense to have the symbol be a little bird. So that is my rant on the title of Twitter. And so I hope you will enjoy this film, and I hope you have learned something, and we will see you next week in our lesson on, well, I'll tweet about it and let you know.